if they take care of business on that.
Now here's Conley. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's McDaniel. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Conley. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here he goes. 2 points. That one goes.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
And here are the Timberwolves. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality, so we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Holmgren. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Edwards. Randle down low. Defended by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Now here's Conley. No good on the quick 3.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries it from 3-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
Wow, that jumper so pure. Gilgeous-Alexander with great confidence.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. Over Conley. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Timberwolves trail by 3. Steps back. Lays it up off the glass.
And the D had no answer for that move. Beautifully done. Easy layup.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Pass to Williams. Six to shoot. Outside, Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. 9 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Few guys read the game like Conley.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And Gobert gets to Randle. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it Brent his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
First free throw is good. He's off on the second.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Julius Randle. Here's Dort. Offensive rebound. Holmgren dishes to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. They get the rebound. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 4. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
No one near Randle as he lets it go. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 5 points in the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And he's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Pass to McDaniels. Up top, Randle. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Thunder leading by 3 to the inside. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Williams.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Oh, here's Edwards. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Wallace is checked in for the Thunder. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Wallace. Pass to Williams. Mike Conley grabs the miss. Timberwolves trail by 5. Now, Alexander Walker. Gobert with a screen on Dort. Here's Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now here's Randle. 5 points in the game. Conley kicks to Gobert. Wants to get it to Randall and does. Here's Alexander Walker. Drills it from outside.
Well, Randall, when he has the ball in his hands, aware that there might be an open teammate, that time he found him.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Holmgren the pass to Dort. Outside Williams. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And it goes down 2 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Dort. Top of the key, Hartenstein. Over Gobert.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending it.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Wallace against Conley. Here's Holmgren. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And a savvy pump fake move from the rookie Holmgren. That kind of intelligent play could serve him well.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Williams. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Dort. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Miller comes in for Julius Randle. Edwards has come in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Miller finds DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Miller sets a screen for DiVincenzo. And the 3-ball is good.
Well, sometimes you run the two-man game, but nothing happens other than you having to make the play. Dante did it that time.
Holmgren with a screen on DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And he makes the first. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Wiggins is checked in for Holmgren.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They need to put the big loss on Tuesday in the back of their mind.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your night.
Yeah, you check the stat sheet and you can dominate just about every other facet of the game, but it's not going to make up for anything if you shoot the ball at such a low percentage.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Lets a floater go.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Alexander Walker. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Dante DiVincenzo with a real nice team first play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Well, there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
DiVincenzo passes to Ingles. Reed with a screen for Ingles. Pass to Reed. Over Williams. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Wallace right side. Wiggins outside. Shoots the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Wiggins has got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Edwards makes it dueling three-pointers, showing some leadership, getting that one back.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy, and he just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
Clark, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Timberwolves trail by 5. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. And here's Reed. Over Williams. Reed gets the bucket. Reeves got his first basket of the night.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Wiggins sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder lead by 5.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
DiVincenzo passes to Clark. Reed with a screen on Wiggins. No good from Clark. The Thunder leading by 5. Over in the corner, Williams. His three-pointers off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Down low. The turnaround J. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wallace kicks to Caruso. Williams sets a screen for Caruso. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Williams, that's good. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
Well, a solid facilitator that helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
DiVincenzo passes to Clark. Buries the long-range jumper. Clark's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the baby hook. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Edwards. Clark outside. No good on the triple. And Caruso's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And he makes good on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 25 points.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Clark, the pass to Alexander Walker. 3-pointer. No good from Clark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Wiggins kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. It's tipped. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Wallace against Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
The first one falls.
And talented in so many ways, Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. God plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
And the first one drops. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside Edwards. Reid finds Conley. Reid with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. On the wing, Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Williams. Holmgren's got 5.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Timberwolves with possession here, trailing by 10. Reed with a screen on Dort. For three, Edwards. Edwards with confidence.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his second bucket of the night.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Dort against Edwards. Dort kicks to Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Randall. Thunder with the rebound. And Williams, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got the lead up to 13 now for Oklahoma City. Randall outside. Back to Conley. McDaniels dishes to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards can't hit. The Thunder leading by 13. Dort with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Well, at 6'6", SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and throw it down.
Outside Conley. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Can they get it? And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Edwards got 9 points now in the quarter. Here's Hartenstein. Williams looking over the floor. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Timberwolves trail by 15. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards. Off the inbound. Randall no good. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Minnesota's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half of basketball. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Timberwolves trail by 17. Now Randall. He's got 5. 1:16 left in the first half. Clock at 6. Banked in off the glass. Randall's got 7 points.
And Julius Randle is just such a bull out there with that great body control and strength.
Williams kicks to Wallace. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams. Here's the floater. Count it, good. 7 points in the game.
are unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Conley with it. Dort covering. Conley surveying the D. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Reed misses. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Williams passes to Wallace. Here's Holmgren. Rebound, Minnesota.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Coming into halftime of Game 2, there's an air of confidence for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
The offense has been well engineered, kind of like diesel engine, but much, much more advanced. More like a jet.
Yeah, that diesel engine going to show you real power when that camera turns off.
And looking at where the Thunder stand in the series. Well, guys, safe to say they're in cruise control right now.
At this point, Ernie, all they got to do is keep the car on the road, man. Just don't go off to the left or right. Just keep on keeping on.
Don't let up. Keep your foot on the gas. Take this thing across the finish line.
Sure, I'm glad you were able to drive home those points. It's so good. Yeah,
see what you did with that one, Ernie.
It's unbelievable. It's a gift.
Yeah, it is.
That is more than enough of us.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
The Thunder leading by 17. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Randall was doubled. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Oklahoma City's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. With the shot, Hartenstein. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Randall outside. And a miss there on the triple. Now the Thunder with it. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
He just powered that one down. One of the game's top dunkers. To the paint, here's Williams. Goes back up, and that's 2 points on the layup. Williams has got 9.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Edwards inside, defended by Dort.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Down low, and the dunk by Holmgren.
I like how unselfish Dort was on that play, freely giving it away rather than trying to chase down something for himself.
Gobert with a screen on Dort. Edwards against Dort, looking to get back on track here. Here's Gobert. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot from the low post is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 31.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Conley dishes to Edwards. Conley sets a screen for Edwards. The three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 16.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
The shake. And Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Randall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
There's the inside in Randall's inside-out game.
The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Michael Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Now Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3, drills the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 now in this quarter.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Floats one. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's in there. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. Pass to Gobert. Randle left side. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Holmgren.
Well, he goes in there and you're worried about getting bumped if you're a defender by Julius Randle, not the other way around. So physical.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Oklahoma City.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
And the Thunder making a change here. Caruso's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. So he makes one of two as the second one misses. The Thunder leading by 23. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hartenstein.
And good passing in the paint, maybe even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And the Timberwolves call timing. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
From 12 feet out. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
Hartenstein with a screen on Randle. Williams with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 38 in the game.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Edwards, no good. The Thunder leading by 22. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, here's Hartenstein. Out left to the wing. A wide open look here for Caruso. Connects from three-point range. Caruso's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer Randall. Hits it from three-point range.
Massively improved from the three-point line. Randall, a weapon here from deep.
Outside, Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. And the shot goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 40 points.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Here's Randall. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from Williams. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Those kind of dunks get your team going, and Luguentz Dort applying the pressure.
Edwards looking it over. Randall a screen on Dort. Dort against Edwards. Nice defense from Dort. Oklahoma City's gone 7-15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso. Misses the wing three. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over by Conley. Yep, it counts. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And you just see that burst. Gilgeous-Alexander, hard to catch him once he gets that first step.
Gobert with the bounce pass. Alexander Walker passes to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Edwards got 21.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Count that one for Dort.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Gobert. .156 left in the third quarter. Edwards against Dort. Edwards can't hit. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
The Thunder have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And he can't get the first one. A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Case and Wallace in for Dort. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for Alexander Walker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. Minnesota's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Randall outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Randall's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, it's strong, and it's athletic, and it's left-handed, so tough for guys to adjust to that. Randall, tough matchup.
Here's Williams. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
It's Randall with the drive, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, where Randall starts going downhill, he's tough to stop on the drive.
6 attempts for him at the line. He's made 4. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Randall. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Williams. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Offensive rebound. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Randall passes to Reed. Over Wiggins. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got his second bucket tonight.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Williams against Clark. Now here's Williams. He's guarded closely. From outside the arc. No good there. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. Back to the action in just a minute.
I mean, great decision on where to go.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Cans it from downtown.
Well, you want to chase him off the three-point line. DiVincenzo able to settle in that time.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Miller, the pass to Clark. Back to Miller. To the middle. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Miller. Edwards got 23 points.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Williams. And the slam by Williams.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And he can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That free throw, no good. Jang, he's checked in for the Thunder. Minnesota also with the sub. Minot's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Edwards against Wallace. The 3-ball. Edwards, no good. The Thunder leading by 23. Caruso, the pass to Wallace. Now here's Jang. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Back to Clark. Reed with a screen for Clark. Going inside and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
For the Thunder, Williams is checked in for Jang. And it's Dort in for Wallace. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Conley's checked in. Williams a screen on Conley. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the 13-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 49 points in the game.
There's a great pace to Gilgeous-Alexander's game. The mid-range fits well.
Here's Edwards. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
Oklahoma City leading by 23. Dort passes to Wiggins. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over by Conley. Pulls from the top of the key. Again, what an avalanche!
And how about the night he's had? That score now ties him for the single-game playoff high for this team.
He has been nothing short of amazing tonight, right? A legendary playoff performance from him. Pass to DiVincenzo. Trains the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Timberwolves. Thunder have gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wiggins. Reed with the block. And so the ball's out of bounds. Reed touched it last. Williams is checked in for Kenrich Williams. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Gilgeous-Alexander, and yep, another basket.
And he's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. And they pick up 2.
And sometimes the simplest play is the best one. DiVincenzo made it.
The Thunder leading by 22. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins a screen on Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. 4 on the clock. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Conley, the pass to Clark. DiVincenzo against Dort. Clark left side. Back to DiVincenzo. Shoots over Dort. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Dort misses.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Edwards kicks to Conley. Reed with a screen for Conley. Good on the triple.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits it again. Wow.
And he now owns third place for most points in a playoff game.
An incredible game, no doubt. Nothing can slow him down.
And he's not far off from Baylor and Jordan. Can he keep it going? And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. For the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Alex Caruso. Timberwolves also changing it up. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Clark. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein up top. Pass to Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. Door to screen on McDaniels. The shot by Williams, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Connects again.
His offensive excellence continues to be on full display.
Greg, he is now moved into second all-time for scoring in a playoff game.
He's passed Elgin Baylor. Now his sights set on the great Michael Jordan.
From 11 feet away, and there's Randle on the assist from Conley. Randle's got 11 points here in just the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
He gets really smooth sometimes. Gilgeous-Alexander has some size, and he challenged the defense with it that time.
First one falls for him. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Jones checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Wallace is checked in for Williams. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Here's Randle. And stolen by Wallace. And oh, here we go with Wallace. Nobody back. And Wallace slams it in.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Conley outside. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. They get a hand on it.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
Joe with it. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. Pass to Joe. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Back to Edwards. Here's Randall. Rebound by Zhang. Oklahoma City has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Wallace. The 9-foot shot, and rebounded by McDaniels.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Randall, and a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a lot of things well, and this time playing with some great offensive balance.
And Gobert kicks to Edwards. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter. Zhang, the pass to Wallace. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wallace has got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's just about going to wrap it up for game number 2. Lots of exciting moments out there. Big-time NBA play, and in the end, victory for the Thunder.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And they're going to build on their win in Game 1 with another strong performance here tonight to take a 2-0 series lead.
Yeah, and if this game is any indication, these conference finals are looking like it may be a mismatch. If they continue to play even close to the level they have tonight, they'll be booking themselves a spot in the NBA Finals.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Here's Joe. Edwards defending. 6 on the shot clock.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
The first free throw is good. Good on both. And so it's Minnesota with it. Outside Conley. Randall, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley's shot is off. Now Wallace. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Grant, when you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight. And if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Now here's Edwards. To the left side wing. Edwards a screen on Holmgren. Randle with the drive. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
Free throw drops for Randle, and it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
He does not get the second one. On offense, here are the Thunder. Takes a 13-footer. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Here's Conley. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this. That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
That one a little long.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
Hartenstein with a screen on Conley. Tipped. Lays it up and banks it in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Randle, good.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randle assertive and able to find the finish.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Edwards. And Randle the bucket on the assist by Edwards. Randle's got 5 now.
Well, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And he makes it on the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. To the paint. The shot by Conley, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Gobert, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Here's Williams. Banked it in off the glass.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Randall can't hit.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
The free throw drops for Williams. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And Williams drops them both. Here's Edwards. Yet to see a basket. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Gobert finds Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Conley. They need this. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You have got to be aware of where Mike Conley is. He's so capable outside the arc.
Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams against McDaniels. Williams, great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Randall outside. The It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Holmgren. Thunder leading by 6. Williams from long range. Now here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Randall deciding where to go with it. Down low. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
That is right in Gobert's window. Make it easy.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. And stolen by Gobert. Here's Conley. It's deflected. And he recovers it. McDaniels against Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Gobert. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And that one's good from Conley.
The concentration required under duress of the contest. Mike Conley, easy work.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, D.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks. That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now here's Dort. No points yet. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Edwards for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands. You let it go, Anthony Edwards.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Dort outside. Launches it. Drops in the 3. And the Thunder lead by 4.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Conley. He's got 6. Randall can't hit. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he lays it up and in. Now it's a 6-point Oklahoma City lead.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Thunder making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. Thunder on D. 6-point lead. Pass to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Williams. And it's McDaniels off the drive. Williams with it. He's picked up by Conley. Wallace outside. Holmgren with a screen on McDaniels. To the inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now an 8-point Oklahoma City lead. Minnesota's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Conley passes to McDaniels. Conley, a screen on Williams to stop the run, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Now here's Dort. Inside. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Conley. Outside for Randall. The steal. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's Dort. He's got 5. Wallace with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. Wallace outside. Shot clock at 5. And it's Holmgren missing. Timberwolves trail by 10. Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
Now here's Holmgren. Hartenstein with a screen on Randall. Here's Holmgren. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Caruso, he's checked in for Williams. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Dort. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Miller comes in for Julius Randle. Anthony Edwards is checked in for McDaniels. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. Chalk up 2 there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
1 minute left in the opening quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Yep, that one goes. He's got 13.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Miller. To the inside. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Pass to Edwards. And here's Alexander Walker. Now Reed. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. 1 second left. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. We'll be back in a moment. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure.
Oklahoma City leading by 8. Nice move. Ooh, Shea showing no fear inside.
This guy is so elusive with the ball in his hands. SGA just understands how to get off the dribble drive.
Reed sets a screen, and here's Edwards outside. Williams grabs the board. The Thunder shooting at a fantastic 68% from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
And Doris, some use the term stocks to add up steals and blocks. Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama's stocks are through the roof.
Well, in fact, since the turn of the century, only 5 rookies ever have averaged over 3, quote, stocks per game. Victor and Chet are both on that list. And listen, if you're a passionate NBA fan, you are so excited about these 2 young men. The size and the skill and the eye-popping things they're doing on a nightly basis. NBA is in good hands.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's DiVincenzo, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, BA, this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
The first free throw is good. Ingles, he's checked in for Garza. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Wallace, left side. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Dante DiVincenzo.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who is always looking for ways to improve.
And he knocks down the first one. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Clark is checked in for Ingles. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Timberwolves trail by 10. Left side, Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock his game. If Edwards adds the playmaking component, oh, watch out.
It's Wiggins on the wing. First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for him. And Wiggins drops them both. Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Edwards. Reed for three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. With a 9-footer, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22 points.
He's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Reed for three. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
There's a screen by Wiggins. To the middle. Williams misses. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. Trailing by 8. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, BA, when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
And the first one at the line is good. Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league. The beauty of Anthony Edwards, there's a lot of natural talent, but there is the work ethic and the willingness to be coached that will allow him to maximize his abilities.
Oh, a great move from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. He goes up. Look at Gilgeous-Alexander sprinting to the cup.
The Gilgeous-Alexander has length, has anticipation, makes a defensive play and turns it into offense.
Here's Conley out to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Good work defensively by Dort.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Pass to Caruso. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Edwards looking it over. Anthony Edwards takes the contact.
Man, that's strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
Wiggins against Reed. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Gobert. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, Gobert rocking the rim.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. It's Wiggins on the wing. Back to Dort. There's the triple. And no good. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Gobert with it. For three. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 now. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 28 points for the game. Outside, DiVincenzo. They set a pick. Back to Conley. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Pass to Hartenstein. Edwards against Caruso. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 9. Three-pointer off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Edwards against Caruso. Top of the key. Edwards, no good.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards against Caruso. Oh, a rim wrecker by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, that SGA dunk was right out of the highlight reel. Woo!
Timberwolves trail by 14. Conley passes to Gobert. Using the size. Gobert.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams comes in for Caruso. Julius Randle's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Anthony Edwards. Thunder leading by 12. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. DiVincenzo, the pass to Randall. He gets it in there. Randall's got 7 points. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and over Conley. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Timberwolves trail by 10. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Joe Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Pass to Dort. Randall against Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Off target from the wing. Timberwolves trail by 10. They double Randall. DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. Out to DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. He has 7.
Julius Randle can do a little bit of everything. That's a great find to get his teammate an open look.
Holmgren against Randall. Outside, Williams. Screen by Holmgren. Down low. Holmgren with a big reach.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Randall outside. And it's Randall with the jam.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
You know, 2 things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Back to the game after this break.
Welcome in, everybody. Game 2, and it's looking pretty good right now for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that that's a great comparison or a good turkey sound effect. Neither is that. And looking at where the Thunder stand in the series, they were able to hold serve in Game 1, but they'll need that same effort to make the most of their home court edge.
Yeah, don't get comfortable. It's only one game. And it was a game that they were supposed to win.
Yeah, but you got a great chance to take a commanding lead in this series, Shaq. You can go up 2-0, and I don't see them losing the series.
Some big expectations on this game, too. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the 3rd quarter.
This stadium is rocking right now as we return to the Western Conference Finals. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy. He has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Dort to screen on Conley. And the layup is good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 38 points. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Boy, don't let the small frame fool you. Mike Conley so tough on the interior.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein's got 8.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shai has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Outside McDaniels. Randall against Holmgren. And here's Edwards outside. Anthony Edwards reigns one in.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Nice move. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander with the bucket inside. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 40 points. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Beyond the arc. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds in the game. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, the tremendous length at the guard spot that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. And he drops the first. And that's good as he hits both shots. And Minnesota with possession here. It's a 13-point game. Randall outside. Edwards against Dort. Goes back up. Edwards can't hit. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 44.
They're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Now here's Edwards. 12 points for him. Buried from 15 feet out. Edwards has got 14.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with it. The three is up. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Free throw good, Edwards. And both free throws good for Edwards. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 44. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Dort. Holmgren, the pass to Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Holmgren against Randall. Edwards with it. Pass to Conley. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Fires it. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Edwards got 9 points now in the quarter.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
And here's the fast break. Here's Conley. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Thunder.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
And so he makes both from the line. Thunder leading by 10. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Cans it from short range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 46.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Randall outside. From outside the arc. Another miss by Minnesota.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he comes up with a bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 48.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Now Gobert. Give him 8 points now. Left side, Edwards. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Now here's Conley. He's got 11. Inside. Can they get it? Hartenstein pulls it in. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Crosses over. No good on the shot. Timberwolves trail by 17. Outside McDaniels. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with a screen on Dort to the inside. And Gobert with the stuff.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
Pass to Dort. And here is Williams. McDaniels covering. And Williams punches it home.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
For Minnesota, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Now here's Randall from behind the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Hartenstein with it. The 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd assist of the night. Timberwolves trail by 20. Conley finds Gobert. Dort against Edwards. Here's Conley. Blocked! And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Just 5 to shoot. Edwards buries it from about 10 feet away. Edwards has got 20.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
Now here's Edwards. Give him 20. Gobert passes to Randall. Picked by Gobert. From the wing, he hits the back iron and sinks it. Randall's got 11 points.
The ability to get to the mid-range game is something Julius Randle has proven he can do.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Outside, Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort against Edwards. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Randall outside. Picked by Gobert. And that's good. Randall for 3. Randall's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, so often the guy who sets the screen. In that instance, Julius Randle with the ball in his hands in the pick and roll. Go ahead, Julius.
Now here's Dort. Give him 8. Fades back. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
Pass to Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Free throw good, Edwards. A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wallace in for Dort. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo comes in for Mike Conley. And both free throws good for Edwards. Thunder leading by 11. Wallace outside. On the take. Over Edwards. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. DiVincenzo pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
How about Anthony Edwards? The bounce. Go ahead, Ant.
And here's Caruso. No points so far. A minute 39 left in the third. Williams passes to Wallace. Caruso, a screen on Edwards. And Wallace, here we go. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Up top, Edwards. Williams defending. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Wiggins for 3. On target from range. Wiggins has got 7.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Reed sets a screen. To the middle. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Now here's Williams, covered by Alexander Walker. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
DiVincenzo against Caruso. To the paint. And stolen by Williams. Here's Wiggins. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And here's Edwards outside. That shot missing. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 16. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. It's Edwards on the wing. And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's foul number 2 for him.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Left side, DiVincenzo. Back to Alexander Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Drains the triple. Alexander Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
There's a screen. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Williams up top. Back to Wallace. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. DiVincenzo covering. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the deficit down inside single digits.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wallace. Caruso outside. Driving to the basket. Fires for 3. And the three-pointer goes. And the Thunder lead by 12.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Now here's Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. Inside. Here's Wiggins. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside, Edwards. Reed sets a screen. Edwards, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And it's Caruso on the take. And Wiggins gets it to go. The assist by Caruso. Caruso's got his 4th assist in this one. DiVincenzo, the pass to Clark. Reed to screen on Wiggins. Here's Clark. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. To the inside and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Wallace. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Mike Conley's checked in for Clark. Timberwolves trail by 14. Left side Reed. Pass to Edwards. Reed in the post. Working on Williams. And Naz Reid has proven to be a matchup nightmare for opposing big men, Doris.
He has, B.A., and the reason is he's bigger and stronger than most 4 men. Traditional 5s are too slow to stay with him. He can space you out to the three-point line, or he can punish you on the inside. Naz has got big-time game.
And that one falls for Reed. For the Thunder, Jang comes in for Williams, and Williams is subbed in for Wiggins. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Clark's checked in. And so Reed nails them both. Thunder leading by 12. Down low. Williams passes to Sajang. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Again! What an avalanche!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Conley looking for an opening. Clark with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3, Conley. They get it back.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Sajang. Count that bucket.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can score it, so you have to respect it. That sets up his passing game. What a pretty delivery.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Drives to the hoop. And again.
He's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Here's the pick. DiVincenzo against Dort. Just 5 on the clock. Reed a screen on Caruso. Releases. Jacks up a 3. Minnesota again missing. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. It's Dort on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Back to Dort. And that one good. And the Thunder lead by 20.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Conley. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 54 points. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 20. Caruso, left side. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso, a screen on Conley. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Edwards, a pass to Clark. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. The free throw drops for Clark. So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jang. Holmgren comes in for Williams, and Williams is subbed in for Caruso. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Julius Randle comes in for DiVincenzo. He's off on the second. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 17-7 run. And stolen by Edwards. Takes a 3. Knocks down the triple. Edwards has got 5 points in the quarter.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that 3-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup falls.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Now here's Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Edwards has got 31.
That's where patience pays off for Anthony Edwards. The clock is dwindling, but he's keeping his poise.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits yet again. Wow!
And he now owns 3rd place for most points in a playoff game.
Oh, just an incredible game. Nothing can slow him down.
And he's not far off from Baylor and Jordan. Can he keep it going? We'll see.
Here's Randle. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
Well, with his strength, Julius Randle can absorb contact easier than a lot of players. This guy is not going to be intimidated.
And he makes a first. McDaniels is checked in for Minnesota. And Randle drops them both. Thunder leading by 16. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. Now here's Dort, guarded by Edwards. Here's Holmgren. Count the basket.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And he lobs it up. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Hartenstein with a screen on Conley. And Hartenstein slams it in.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley passes to Randle. Conley, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Edwards. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And game 2 of the conference finals is always so important. What a great win this is for the Thunder.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
Another statement win here in these conference finals. They look like they're in complete control and want to finish this series as quickly as possible.
But at the same time, it's important that they don't get too ahead of themselves. We've seen teams come back from 2-0 deficits before, so it's important they maintain this momentum moving ahead.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Free throw good, Edwards. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Williams. And Joe's subbed in for Dort. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Miller comes in for Randall. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Conley. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The D's right on him.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw is good. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. From the high post. And he nails the jumper. Edwards has got 35. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
No debate there. He got hammered.
First one falls. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. 29 seconds left in the game. Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2-0 now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And we present the player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
We know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Now here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. 5 on the clock. That one goes. Count it.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Outside, Edwards. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Daigneault and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now, here's McDaniels. Pass to Randall. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here are the Thunder now. They're feeling confident after Tuesday's big win.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Now, here's McDaniel. Pass to Randall. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Hartenstein with the screen on Conley. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley surveying the D. Minnesota again turning it over. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City, trailing by 4. Hartenstein passes to Dort. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. They could use a bucket, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
And so Hartenstein nails both of them. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Randall against Holmgren. Edwards looking it over. Shot clock at 5. And that one drops.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
Anthony Edwards is a classic 2-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Here's Hartenstein. Dort finds Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills the elbow jumper.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe it. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
First free throw is good.
And Conley's the guy that leads by example. And as a result, his teammates respect and trust him completely.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Pass to Holmgren. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back. And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Here's Williams. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Williams. And the Timberwolves with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Dort. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's no good, and now he's missed two and made two. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Here's Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Edwards against Dort. Now here's Edwards. Defense right on him. Yep, that one goes.
And, you know, we need to keep seeing this from Edwards. It's encouraging to see him sink the mid-range J there.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Thunder trailing by 5. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Conley. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Oh, strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The free throw off from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
To the paint. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Conley. Gobert's got his second bucket of the night.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Here's Williams. Got it. Good job in the low post. So it's the Timberwolves now. 3-point lead. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Down low. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Now here's Randall. Outside Edwards. It's blocked. Edwards against Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Dort with a screen for Holmgren. There's the teardrop. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. High post, Gobert. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. And that's now 6 points for Rudy Gobert. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Williams. It's good. This game is all even. Williams has got 7 points.
Pick works well there. Not much.